All right, great day, everybody. Brother Dre here. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's doing well. All right, Leader D, you there? What's up, brother? How you feeling?
I'm cool. How about you, Dre?
All right, everything is cool. Everything is cool. All right, everybody, say what's up to General Derek. General Derek here. Derek, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send you the YouTube link, and you could stream that.
Oh, my bad, Dre. Hold on. I got a little issue going on.
Yeah, no problem. Do your thing.
Because I'm hearing it, but I can't see where it's coming. Okay. I think I got it.
Okay, cool.
All right. All right. My bad. I couldn't hear what you were saying because I was hearing what, the repeat.
Oh, okay. No problem. I said I'm gonna send you the link in the chat box here, and you could put that on YouTube or on Facebook.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, YouTube world. So we're talking about life after the 9 to 5. Everyone who was watching live with us, let us know you guys can hear us and see us okay. The legendary Derek Alfred in the building. And we want to do is we want to help you transition and to give you real time because Derek, you've been free for how long now?
Let me see. Since October 18, so a few months now, but
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So we want to give people some real time, what to expect and what you've been doing, and just to make it more tangible for them to do. So we have Bose News. Good morning, Kings. Love the content. Northwest Indiana. All right, Bose, thank you for joining. We appreciate it. Please subscribe, like, share, and if you're digging it, send the super chat. Derek, before we chop it in here, can you tell people who you are and what you do, big brother?
All right, what's going on, everybody? And thank you, Andre, for allowing me on the platform once again. But everybody, my name is Derek Ofer, also known as Brother Derek. I own some rental property. I own a duplex in my city, Rochester, New York. I am the CEO of the Black Men Starter Kit, which is an online program that's geared towards Black men to help them be more successful in the ways of investing, in the ways of creating healthier relationships with their partners, in the ways of also eating healthier, having healthier diets and lifestyles so that they can just have better overall lives. I also am a co-owner of Rochester NY Mobile Fingerprint that I have with my queen. And I'm just here, just hoping to give brother some information and building with my big brother, Andre Hatchett. So grateful to be here.
All right. That's what we're doing. All right. So who here? I'd love to know where you're at as far as work experience. Are you 9 to 5 in it? Are you totally self-employed? Are you an investor? Where are you with things? So Derek, what was the mindset? Like where was your brain at when you decided to even start planning on leaving the 9 to 5 world?
It was time for me to do my own thing. Being on the plantation is really, as a lot of people know, especially for us Black people, it's not fun. We get treated, we don't get the proper treatment. We kind of get it just a lot of things weren't right at the corporate plantation. Just having the boss, and then kind of you do this, do that, and then they would tell me you get mandated Saturday on Friday. So I got plans with my queen, plans with my son, and I'm told I got to get mandated the next day, and you tell me the day before. So stuff like that kind of was getting to me. I wanted to be in control, and just we're in a place of information where there's so much information online where you can learn to do so many things, online courses such as Andre's and Dr. Boyce's, and just so many ways you can learn different things, real estate. So I just was like, I got to figure out a way. So I'm gonna start getting around the people that are doing it, and here we are.
So how long before you made the decision mentally did you actually leave?
Mentally, I was gone before when I got hired, Dre. Like for real. Like I knew that when I first got there, I knew this wasn't gonna be a place I stayed at. So basically, maybe let's say a year or maybe 2 years. Once I heard about you guys, I've heard about what could be done out here. I then knew that this was gonna be my way. But once I originally got the job, I knew I wasn't gonna stay there. I was already looking at ways of getting out of there. I'm like, yeah, this is not for me. But I got to endure this right now. It's gonna be a stepping stone. But yeah, I want to say maybe a year and a half, 2 years, just building and staying consistent on projects and getting information is what allowed me to get out.
You were gone before you were even hired. That is that's deep stuff. That is some deep stuff. What is it about that you heard or from us, me, Boyce, Dr. Claude, whoever it was that hit you with it, or all the above? What specific things hit you and realize, oh, like I can actually make this thing happen?
Just you guys doing it yourselves, because you guys had your guys' own platform. You guys were doing whatever it needed to be done. You guys, like right now, you're on this webinar, I'm on this webinar. You don't have to be anywhere. You have control of what you want to do. So you guys being and just having that freedom and showing that freedom as you guys felt needed, because you guys, didn't have to do it, but you guys do it because you want to do it. So I'm like, that's cool. And you guys, have your own platforms, and just seeing that, just you guys having your own media outlets, just showed that it could be possible. It just brought so much inspiration and light to me. And I'm like, I have to see what these guys are doing. I have to get around these guys. And it's just, I thank you guys to this day still for what you guys did. And I hope that I can bring that same light to other people, because it can be done.
That's deep. It's deep, and appreciate the kind words. So you seeing us did it and made it real for you. So for anybody watching this, that's why it's important for us to share these stories, because you never know who you can affect. And a lot of people feel because they haven't done everything that they can't share something. That's not true. Right. Just because you haven't done everything doesn't mean you could share where you are. You could share what you have done to get where you're at. If I had never shared anything up until I hit something really, really huge per se, I might not have ever shared anything, because in my mind, I haven't done anything really huge, crazy yet. So sharing literally is caring, and it's inspiring, for the people who need inspiration. So you bought a duplex. Walk us through that and tell us about the renovations on that, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so I bought a duplex in, was it July 2nd? My queen found it for me because she's real good with finding properties. So she found mine, and I say that because to speak on the importance of having, the right partner, having a good partner, and just having the right people around you, because you can't do everything yourself. So having the right people, they help bring resources, opportunities to you. So it's definitely important. But she found me the house. We looked at it. July 2nd, I closed, and it was a little more than I wanted to spend for the house, but it was a rare house. It was just funny how it came up.
How much did you want to spend?
I wanted to stay under 70, 80 grand for my first house.
Okay.
But, for a duplex in the city that I am in, it kind of ranges from 20s, and that's kind of in the hood areas, which aren't bad to invest in. So I'm not gonna say that, but where I lived, or I wanted to live for my first home, I wanted to be in a generally good area for me and my son and my queen, so we all could kind of walk around and just be, okay in the neighborhood. So
Yeah.
on the rare property, ended up being a little over 100, but had 3 bedrooms each side, and it's just split, separate basement, separate attic, separate enclosed porches. I love the house. Just a little more work than I thought it was gonna be. So I've been blessed to have some people helping me, and I actually do know some electrical stuff myself from high school. So I've been changing outlets and then all the lights, and I learned a lot. So I'm like a handyman now. So I know pretty much not everything, but I can do some things now. I go to my mom's house and go to people's house like, hey, this need to get done right here. Like, just kind of change my outlook and change how I see different things now, because I know more. Just jumping out there forced me to do this stuff, because like, you can't pay everybody to do everything. You can, but it's going to cost you a lot. I think I lost you, Dre. Okay.
Okay, how about now, D?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so you're rehabbing your own crib. Like, that takes a lot of guts.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's
What? How come you didn't hire somebody?
well, a lot of stuff I knew how to do, and some of the stuff I didn't really know I needed to get done until I kind of got in there. But honestly, I'm big on keeping the money within us, so it's not really too many Black people I found in my city that can do what I needed. So a lot of stuff I took on myself, and we got YouTube. My queen, her dad, he's real handy, so a lot of stuff he's been helping me with, and it's kind of like I wanted to see what I could do. I want to save some money and to get a kitchen put in is like $2,000. So I'm like, I know some people that could do it. I could do it. I got some tools. I got, the willpower. I'm gonna figure it out, because I have to figure it out. And this is the industry I want to be in. I want to have more properties, so I'm not going to be paying everybody to do everything for me. So this would be the stepping stone to build and blocking from here. I'll take on bigger projects and see where it goes. But you got to see what you can do. So
Yeah. So and now you have skill sets that you probably didn't even know that you had.
Yeah, I never knew I could be doing this on the side, making money, like just changing light fixtures and stuff that I know how to do, that I learned in high school. And I'm like, yeah, I can do this. I can make money over here doing electrical work if I really wanted to. If I,
That's dope. That's dope. Are you able to show us?
I'm not at the house now, but
okay. Cool.
I'll have to figure out a way. I'm gonna start putting some content up. So anybody that's following me, or if you want to follow me, check me out on Facebook, Instagram. I have some stuff on my Instagram where I showed the kitchen where it once was, and that we have cabinets, we have a nice sink, we have a nice faucet in there, and all this stuff I got on sale. And the whole kitchen pretty much is gonna get renovated for less than maybe $1,500.
$1,500 for the whole kitchen to be renovated?
Yeah, and that's new cabinets, that's new sink, that's new faucet. I'm gonna put some vinyl on the floor, because I ripped the floor out. Like, I took the old cabinets out, put some GFIs in there. I changed the light fixtures, like all that. Just Walmart, Home Depot, just catching stuff on sale, bargain outlets, all being done. And it's myself and my queen's dad, and we making it happen. Like, it's gonna look official. So I'm gonna put some pictures up, and I'll share some stuff with you to show the people that it can be done.
It can be done.
And it will be done.
Yes, yeah. Learning on the go with, and that's the power of starting before you're necessarily ready, per se, because a lot of us in our heads, we're trying to perfect everything we do before we get started. And man, you got to start. You got to start and get better as you go along, and you're going to build skills that you can repeat over and over and over again. So now your next crib, if it needs to be rehabbed, you're like, all right, I've done it before.
Right. So that's the mindset I got right now.
I love it. So where are you at with your 9-to-5 journey? Have you left? Are you still there? Feel free. And if you're watching the replay, feel free to post your questions below as well. And I also posted the link for Derek's course, the Black Man Starter Kit. And you could also pick up a pre-order of his book. I'm going to put it here as well. Pick up a pre-order of his book. So you've been out since October. Now we're in February, almost March. Are you happy?
Oh yeah, yes. It feels good to be out of that toxic environment because it just I was working at a factory job, so the people there and it just wasn't a healthy environment. Nobody was happy. You're getting hurt on the job. You're doing repetition of motions, so you're people losing limbs out here, Dre. Not literally, but you damaging your limbs. People going
Wow.
shoulder surgery, hurting their elbows. Risk is crazy because a lot of people are my age. We're 25, 26, 27. It's even sad that there's some older, elderly people there, and they're like, set parts 5 seconds, this seconds. We need this many parts, and you got to live with that for the rest of your life just to please them temporarily.
Did anybody kind of talk you out of leaving? Out of not leaving?
I kind of didn't share that with people that I work with because I knew it would be a lot of negative information from that. But I would speak to people and ask them like, "What's your plan, or what are you gonna do?" Because the job I was at, they're gonna be closing. So I would ask them, "What you doing?" And they would kind of say, "Oh, I'm gonna see," and then they ask me what I'm doing. I'm like, "Oh, I'm not staying here." Like, why not? Huh? So I kind of didn't really get into that with them because they kind of want you to be where they at. So I just moved in silence.
That's a smart move, and that's what we got to do more of. We got to outside perspectives are good with certain things, but some people just, and we know it, they don't have vision. They lack vision. Their world is their current world, what they're currently doing, and they can't see outside of it. So that was actually genius what you did, was because all of a sudden we try to talk to people without vision, and we try to get them to co-sign what we're doing, and they're like, what are you trying to do that for? That doesn't even make any sense. So I salute you on that. That's a smart move.
Thank you.
How about family and friends?
Nah, I was gonna tell you that my family didn't know really till after. Some of my family I still didn't tell. It's just better that way. But
yeah, it's true.
The only people knows my close friends and then my queen, and that's it. I mean, I really didn't tell my family. I don't want them worrying about me. And everybody swear that it was one of them jobs I had where it was one of the best in the city. It was kind of like that job. So they kind of like, why would you leave? And why would you consider? I know how those conversations would go if I brought it to them because they were already so proud that I was there. So I'm kind of like, I better make this move to myself, and then they'll kind of see as I go on why I did, or even if they don't, I'll know myself why I did what I did, and have my home and other businesses to show for it. So
know when to shut up. When to shut up. You do not need cosigns from the world, right? You do not need the world to cosign your vision. And a lot of people, they stay stuck in the same predicament, same relationships, same friendships, same cities, same mindset, because we're looking for cosigners because we like the person or we respect the person. Okay, that's cool, but we don't necessarily need them to give us validation for everything we're doing in life, just because we're cool.
Right.
Different people have different realms, right? Certain people are good for certain things. So I give you a lot of credit for that.
I appreciate it, especially if they're not doing what you're doing. Like, say you're telling your friends, I'm about to do this business, and they don't have a business. They're not thinking about a business. How would their cosign help you? Because they don't even know if that's good or, because they don't have, I think say it the right way. They can't really help you or give you any good information because they're not knowledgeable on that subject, because that's not where they're at. So you don't need a cosign from somebody that doesn't even know anything about what you're going to do. So it's kind of like asking a blind person how to get somewhere. Like, how are they going to help you? They don't know. They can't see. They can't see your vision. So
they can't see it, but that's the truth. They can't see it. Study, gain from people who have vision and ignore it. I swear, I think that holds more people back than anything is waiting on the cosigns from certain people. When there are other people who will cosign you, you just got to talk to them.
Right.
You you just got to talk to them. So, um, any plans of going back to a job, or you think you could do this thing full time forever?
I'm gonna do my best. I'm learning a lot of information, so I'm setting myself up to, have this property, be living rent free, so then get more. So I'm in a good place, and I mean it's not in my plan, but I always have that need to kind of be free. So if I have to go back and get some more funds, then I'll do what I have to do as a man to take care of myself, my family. But I'm gonna always try to reposition myself to be on my own, doing my own thing. So,
Cool, 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 cool. Left the job. Oh yeah. So why did you buy a duplex?
It made a lot of sense, and I was not even really. I didn't know much about real estate. My queen and you in the Black Real Estate School, you guys put me onto the game. Her and you guys, because I didn't really know. I had a family member who had property. He never told me that you could live rent free. So I'm kind of like, you was doing this, you ain't tell me about it. Like, but it was the smartest thing I ever heard of. Like, you get a duplex, you live on one side, somebody pays to help you pay for the mortgage and not cover the mortgage, and you just gotta you good. Like, that's your biggest expense. Probably your living expense. You have to live. So if you can live for free, that cuts out 700 plus whatever your money that you have to pay for your mortgage and rent. That opens up so many doors. So I just saw it as a great opportunity. And it's genius. You can pass it on to your kids. It pays off the house. You live for free, get another one.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. I'm big on what makes sense, common sense.
Yeah, practicality. Yeah. So that's real. So you, once you get the unit renovated, you'll be living mortgage free or damn near mortgage free, and that alone can set a lot of people apart, because most people don't leave the 9 to 5 world because they're thinking, well, if I leave the 9 to 5 world, how am I going to pay my rent or my mortgage? You said, well, if I'm going to get this house, other side of the house rented out, so I don't have to worry about that. And it's allowing you to help you secure your freedom.
Yeah, I recommend anybody that's trying to get out the 9 to 5, if you can. I think the duplex way is, if not one of the best way, I think it's the best start, because it just gives you so much leverage. It gives you so much space, because then you can use that $600 or $800 for something else, or you put that in your pocket, or you don't have to worry about that. So car paid off, if you can pay your car off and then pay off, you don't have to worry about living expenses, then you just have to figure out how to make whatever your utility bills would be and how much you need to live. And that's probably a lot cheaper. At least it's something easier to manage, because it's probably worth getting out of that bad job wherever you at. If you have to make a lot less for a little while, or just take a little sacrifice. But, I definitely think it's the best way to help you as far as getting out of a bad situation, because it definitely helped me. Seems like a key. Okay.
Yeah. Now with me, I plugged out my mic so Instagram can hear me. You got to take some safe steps to get. You have to take some safe steps to do some risky steps.
Facts.
You get some safe stuff out the way, and then you move on to some risky stuff.
I agree 100%.
Life after the 9 to 5. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Cool. All right. So for everyone who's joining us on Instagram, we're talking to Derek Alford. We're talking about life after the 9 to 5. You can check out the full video on YouTube. Life after the 9 to 5. So he's new. He's new to full-time entrepreneurship. He's been an entrepreneur for probably like a year and a half now, D, or 2 years or so.
You said, could you repeat that?
You've been an entrepreneur for like 2 years now, right?
Oh yeah, just not full time. I'm full time now because I'm off the plantation. But yeah, I've been at my little projects going on and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay, cool.
Love the concept, but making money on your own, I think is.
So here's what Derek did to start. He started with the business while he was working. So he got the knowledge. Now he has a mobile fingerprinting business, which he's crushing it with, him and his queen. So Don't wait up until your job pisses you off for you to start. It's gonna piss you off. Like your job is going to piss you off. We know this. We know everything. We know the studies. We know the annoyance of it. I think I might charge a whole second thing.
All right.
All right, I'm back. Don't die.
Oh, good. It's all good.
Don't die. Okay. All right, we're back. Bay Area, bro. Interested in mentoring for you, Andre? Can you please give me the info on how I could go about it? Appreciate it. Peace, leader. I have an accountability group. We meet once every 2 weeks. You can enroll there. The price is on the site. If you can't afford the price, email me the price that works for you, and we'll do it, right? So I don't do this for everything I do, but I appreciate you reaching out and you showing love. So the price is here. If that's out of your budget, whatever, email me, tell me what works for you, and we'll make that happen. So I'm going to post a link here in a second.
And that's a game changer too. Like the person that's trying to get that mentorship, that's the game changer when you get help from people that are doing things that you want to do. That really just elevates everything for you. Like that's like the cheat code of life. Getting with somebody that has already done it, and they're gonna help you skip all the stuff that they did wrong and made mistakes. Man, that helped me so much. So, admit a brother that's gonna do that with you, because that's the best investment, is invest in yourself.
Yeah, it's one of those things that like that's the shortcut, that's the plug right there. Like that's it. If you can get somebody to mentor you, that's part of it too, right? But you also have to follow through. You also have to follow through, because that's what makes it all come together. And people won't want to mentor you if you're not following through, because it'd be a waste of damn time. So that's the plug right there. Like it's the accountability and the follow through. That's how you change up the game. That's how you get things done. I've seen so many people who can outwrite me, out content me, whatever, but they don't, their follow through friggin' sucks. Their follow through friggin' sucks. And my follow through, I wouldn't call it perfect, but it's up there. It's up there. And if you literally just have somebody who's gonna go over your plan with you every 2 weeks and make sure you're staying on track and help you fine tune things, your life is gonna friggin' change. And it does not have to be me. Like find somebody else. But if you are hitting your goals, like that's real. Aaron, what up, baby? Good afternoon, all at the job now. And this morning I was thinking, how can I come up with a strategy to leave in a few years, and a few years for good? Yeah, Aaron, man, keep doing what you're doing. Have you bought a crib yet? Aaron's in the Bronx. Aaron's out there in the Bronx. He's a clothing company. I actually just ordered one of Aaron's hats.
Oh yeah, I know that, brother. I ordered one of his hats too. Yeah, his brand is legit, man. It's official.
He's a good brother, man. He's a good brother. Yeah, we all got to do some work together. Aaron's a good brother. Always been showing love. He's just on it. He's just on it.
Much respect to him.
So life after the 9 to 5. Life after the 9 to 5. So yeah. Let's do a recap. So Derek got the knowledge, business knowledge. He got mentoring and accountability from me, and he interned.
Oh yes, yeah.
So it wasn't just a one-sided relationship. He was like, how can I help? So from then, from that, he saw what I was doing right, doing wrong. He helped me fix it. He helped me. He helped me just grow, do everything. Basically, he's being real humble with it, but basically, just little stuff, big stuff. Offering his 2 cents and literally just helped me make this whole thing happen. So deep for that, I say thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. It's my pleasure. I love just learning from other people, especially the people that's like you that was doing stuff that I thought was cool from the beginning. So I'm like to be working with you and helping you out, and it's like, man, that's the coolest thing. So I recommend anybody that's trying to do something and you see somebody that's in the field that they want to do, just reach out to them and see if you could help them bring value to them. And not to say it's going to always help you, or you might not always get through, but take the shot, see what happens, and
Good.
work for me.
There we go. And Aaron, he made his first property last month with a group. Good stuff, Aaron. Congrats on that, brother. Congrats.
Congrats, brother.
Was it in Detroit? I know you were going to Detroit. I know that you were going back and forth to Detroit, but good stuff, man. Huge step, huge step.
I heard it's going down to Detroit too.
Yeah. I think Detroit's a good market. I mean, they got homes for 10, 20, 30, 40 grand. He said Detroit. I think that's the wave right there. I think that is the wave. I got a place going out here. I'm going to be looking out there to hop on a couple things. So 9 to 5 in it. If you're 9 to 5 in it, you have to take steps you got to start with steps before you get really pissed off and disgusted and frustrated, because we know what's going to happen. And either you're going to bottle it up. Let me not say that. If you're if you are like-minded like us, then we know what's going to happen. Maybe you like it. If you like your 9 to 5, keep it. I don't want to shame people who like jobs. I'm just talking to people who don't like it right now. So I want to make sure that I made that abundantly clear. I don't like it, and Derek don't like it. All right. Now, with that being said, you take steps before you leave. That's how he left the 9 to 5. That's how I left the 9 to 5. You take steps before you leave. There are 24 hours in a day. And earlier in our combos, me and Derek were talking in our private section. Hope you don't mind me sharing this. How do you balance this? How do you balance that? And it's tough.
Yeah.
Right, Dave?
Most definitely. It's definitely a challenge. You got to learn how to balance your time, because it's all on you now. So you have to figure out how you're going to handle your day, how you're going to get certain tasks done. You got to, it takes time. And that's why I say a mentor, because, Brother Dre, you mentor me, help me a lot on just the time management, how to do certain things. And it's all on you. So it's not to scare anybody, but you have to figure it out now. You're not getting that support from the plantation no more. So you have to be the machine. You have to create the income. You have to keep yourself motivated. You have to be smart with your time and with the money that you are having coming in. So it's a challenge, but it can be done, and you just got to get around the right people. You got to practice. You have to continue to educate yourself and all the above, but it can be done.